Well, DeSantis announced his run for presidency. I knew this was coming. If anybody was paying attention through the 2020 situation, you could tell he was setting himself up to run for the presidency then. What is this going to cause? More than likely, it's going to cause a split ticket in the Republican Party, and the Democrats are going to keep control. Now, one thing I want people to understand, doesn't matter who gets elected, these problems we are having are not going to be fixed overnight. It's not going to go back to the good old days. So if you're one of those who believes that, if Trump gets in there or DeSantis gets in there, that everything's going to go back to normal and everything's going to be perfect in the world, we're all going to be holding hands and singing kumbaya and telling everybody we love each other, it's not going to happen. The economy's not going to turn around. We are in the Great Reset. It's what we're in. Agenda 2030. That's what's coming. Doesn't matter who's elected. This right here hurts the Republican Party more than it helps it. They're going to cause a split in the Republican Party. You got Trump, who got indicted, right? Still not, can't wrap my head around that one. But he got indicted. Of course, they thought that's going to hurt his election. Well, nobody will vote for him. He actually went up in popularity. Well, DeSantis jumps in now. Why? Why all of a sudden does he announce now? It's just all planned, guys. I've told you, it's just like a huge wrestling event, a pro wrestling event. The pro wrestling, the matches are predetermined, right? Now, what's going on is real. They get hurt and everything else in the wrestling industry. But the end of the match is already predetermined, and that's what we're witnessing right now. It's already set up who's going to win this election. I'm sorry to tell y'all, if y'all think that, I do recommend you get out and vote. I'm not telling you not to go vote. But if you honestly think that somebody's going to get in there that they don't want in the presidency, it's not going to happen. It's not. This stuff is predetermined. And then people will be, well, why vote then? Well, it's your duty to vote, right? But this is not going to fix nothing. It's not going to fix the United States. It's not going to fix the economy. I don't understand how somebody can sit there. You won't believe how many people are just sitting here waiting for the president to get elected, right? Oh, we're going to get Biden out, we're going to get Trump in there, some of them we're going to get DeSantis in there, and everything's going to be so much better, everything's going to go back to normal. This is the new normal, people. We are in the Great Reset right now. Get that thought out of your head. Get it out of your head that the election's going to fix this. It's not. Look how far we are in debt. What could fix that? Pay the debt off. We don't have the money to pay the debt off, right? We don't have the money. What are they arguing about right now? The debt ceiling. They're wanting to raise it, and of course they're going to raise it because that's just what they do. They might drag it out a little bit, but eventually it'll get raised. But this is not going to get fixed by an election. What happened with DeSantis announcing his candidacy for president, it's going to cause a split ticket. I told y'all months ago, over a year ago, that DeSantis is going to run for president, and everybody told me I was crazy, that it's Trump was going to win, Trump's this, You could tell, if you pay attention, the way DeSantis was treating Florida during the 2020, that's what we're going to call it, the 2020, but y'all know what I'm talking about, through that whole 2020 cycle, how he was treating the state down there and how he was barking back at other people. You could tell right then, I said, that man's going to run for president. He is going to run. He's setting himself up right now to run for president. And he did. Trump announced. Everybody was excited. All right, now we got Trump back. Everything's going to get fixed. It's not going to get fixed no matter who's in there. He gets indicted. They think it's going to hurt him. It didn't really hurt him, right? Well, what can we do now? We need to get DeSantis to announce now. A month or two later, we need DeSantis to announce so we can split the ticket. And that's what's going to happen. DeSantis is going to carry quite a few states. I think he will. Of course, he'll carry Florida. But Trump and DeSantis, that would be a good team in the White House. One president, one vice president. That would be an excellent team. But unfortunately, what's going to happen? It's going to split the vote, and it's happened before in history. I always tell you, remember your history. Go read up on this type of stuff. But no matter who is elected, we're not going to cut a light switch off and on and be back to pre-pandemic. We're not. It's not meant to be. That's why it's so important to keep prepping. I think something major may happen before the election. I really do. Can y'all imagine this time? Let's say DeSantis drops out and Trump's the top candidate, right? Let's say something happens like that. Trump wins the nomination, right, for the Republican candidate. he loses again. Think about that. What happened last time? You've got to be prepared for this stuff. You've got to be prepped up. You've got to be, paying attention to what's going on, not just in your area. You need to keep your eyes and ears open to everything that's going on in the world, in the United States, and the state next over to you. You need to pay attention, because something, honestly, is going to happen eventually here. Like I've said in the last video, all this stuff getting, something's coming. But I don't know what it is. I don't know when it is. I'm not on here. I'm not a scared for views or clicks. I come on here and tell you my thoughts on it. You may totally disagree with me. You may think Trump is the second coming of Jesus or something, and that he's going to fix us and turn us back around. But that's perfectly fine if you think that. I'm not being sacrilegious. Some of you are going to say I just sounded sacrilegious, but everybody's entitled to their own thoughts. But at the end of the day, you need to pay attention to what's going on. Don't focus on just one thing. There's a lot more going on. And if you can't see what they're doing with this, with DeSantis announcing and Trump being indicted, read your history. Read your history. Guys, let me know what you think about this. I know some of you might not even watch this video, but let me know what you think. If you think I'm a complete idiot, comment, hey, you're a complete idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. Let me know your thoughts, because I like interacting with people. I like to hearing other people's views on things, because sometimes somebody else's view may change my view on something. So comment on it, like this video, share it. Let's get the word out. I want to have a discussion on this. Do you think DeSantis' announcement is going to split the ticket, or do you think Trump's still going to win? What's your thoughts on it? If you're still watching, hit that subscribe button. Keep your head on a swivel. Be aware of your surroundings. Protect yourself and your family at all times, because at that moment, you're the only person that can do it. Stay safe, get prepped up, and comment on this one. Let's get this video out and going around, because this needs to be discussed between people who vote for Trump, vote for DeSantis, or vote for Biden. I want to know what y'all think this election, what exactly is going to happen during it. Stay safe, get prepped up.